Are you really from Charlotte? Nah. Yeah, I'm from Charlotte, man. Ain't nobody else really from Charlotte. That's the thing. Is people keep moving here and I ask, are you from Charlotte? Yeah, I'm from Waxhaw. Nah, bro. Morrisville? Nah, bro. Fort Mill? That bro. Really? Fort Mill is like not even the same state. I need a gut check on who's from Charlotte. Why are we doing this? Okay? Are you really from here? Did you spot Jodeci out in the wild? Which Circuit City did you go to growing up? I need to know these things. There's only one way to find out. I need to bring in some real Charlotteans, some people who I trust, who's really from Charlotte. Let's go.
Why? The Players Club tour. Check the tape, make the move. The Tuesday morning rave, why? It's calling out your name. One bad injury can really change the game. I'm looking at the stats, I'm digging through the depth. I'm counting every yard and every single breath. The Players Club is ready, boys are talking trash. Better set your roster before you feel the crash. Plug it in, wire it up. Ready to go for the Players Club. The wire, the wire. Make the train, get the ring. Listen close for the news I bring. The wire, the wire.
Yeah, boy. Wow. Got the crew here today. Can you believe it? I didn't think I was going to get one person to join, and now I got 3 people to join. Well, welcome to The Wire. It's yours truly, Commish Glenn Goodell, and I am here with 3 members. Whole lot of chips in the room. Whole lot of chips in the room. I got Belty Belt. Yep. I got my main man, Case Maddock. And believe it or not, Mr. Thickpen, Snuck Attack, Crash the Pod. Give it up. Yeah. Give it up.
Love a good sneak attack. Love a good sneak attack.
All right. Man, well, everybody's here today. And the thing I got a bunch of things I want to talk about. I'm sure this is going to go long. So bear with me and we'll try to jump into it. But we got 4 Charlotte boys here in a Charlotte-based podcast league. And bunch of fans. So I wanted to just jump right into it and kind of decipher who is the most Charlotte person here. So we're calling this segment, How Charlotte Are You? Let's go.
Word.
All right. How we get started here. We all grew up in Charlotte. Let's say, Belt, where'd you grow up? Like in Charlotte wise, like Charlotte. When did you get here? When did you get here? Maybe everybody can go around and just tell us how you arrived in Charlotte. Okay. And maybe a personal memory or something of that nature.
I grew up in Mississippi, and we moved here. I was 13, and the first thing I remember seeing, y'all were some weird fuckers because everyone was into roller skating, and everyone had their own little, like the old lunch box.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
the pail.
Everyone had their own like skates, and then all the girls had their hair shaved underneath.
Hell yeah.
And I just remember being like, man, these motherfuckers are gay.
Yeah.
And
there was a lot of gayness.
Of course, I wanted skates because I had to fit in and meet some friends. I never got my own skates. But yeah, that was my intro to Charlotte.
Or friends.
And friends.
All right, 6001, what you got?
Bird, I was born in Charlotte. 28212, Southeast.
In Charlotte right now?
Independent. Yep, there you go. Born and raised, although I haven't been living here permanently since, 1995.
You miss it?
I mean, I try to get back as much as I can, as you know. So
I'm kind of shocked. I mean,
family and friends, this is where it all started. And so it's always home, always will be, so
that's
always,
awesome.
Always out there, Charlotte, represent.
All right. Thiggy, tell us.
Yeah, I moved here in '84. I was 3 years old, so I'm not an OG.
By
but
yourself?
close enough. Yeah,
Just a little duffel over the back. Just
yeah, right.
ran away like a hobo.
Just started walking, and this is where I landed, man. Yeah, so I'm basically an OG, but not quite. Lived over South Park off Carmel Road.
Oh, you rich.
Oh, you were one of them rich motherfuckers.
Oh no, we weren't rich. This was before South Park kind of took off.
Oh, when it was a landfill.
Yeah, so it was an investment.
You just trust me.
yeah,
This is
right.
going to be big one day.
Yeah, so kind of been here ever since. Outside of college, been living here ever since.
Hell yeah. All right. All right.
So I'm
all
pretty
right.
Charlotte. I'm pretty Charlotte.
Well, my family moved here in 1979, so similar. I was 2, and grew up in. Well, our first place was off of Sugar Creek, and one of the first Bojangles was at the end of the road, like right on Wilson, and that was a great memory. And I always just thought that was like a
How old
little.
were you?
I was 2. We stayed in that space till I was, I want to say, about 8 years old. So I have a lot of memories of that house and growing up on Wilson Lane. But then we relocated to the east side because East Charlotte was like the up and coming nice area of town, and it definitely was nice. We lived over there off East Harris Boulevard before it, turned.
Wasn't nice.
It's coming back. But it was awesome. And then it just always felt like Charlotte was kind of a town until the Hornets came. And it was weird to have a pro team, like that was wait, like even small towns get a pro team.
Right.
And then, I don't even think I really even went uptown at that time called downtown until we were in high school. Like the first time I saw the city, and I was just like, oh shit, we got buildings and stuff. Like I was a suburban kid. So anyway, love Charlotte, tried to get away, moved out to Seattle for about 6 months, and I came screaming back. So I've enjoyed it here. I've often thought about moving away, but then I think I would get maybe a little homesick. But yeah, that's where we're at. All right, look, how Charlotte are you? I got a bunch of rapid fire questions, so keep your answers kind of short just for the sake of time. And unless you got a great story or something that you really got to share, okay? So first question, Belty, this is to you: Harris Teeter or Food Lion?
Yep. All right. So we talked about that before, but Harris Teeter, 100%. Food Line is garbage. Not to, I don't want to drag it out, but Food Line had that meat issue back in the day when I first moved here. They had somebody got caught like bleaching the ground beef and then remixing it and repackaging it and selling it because they didn't sell out.
Nice.
And I remember I remember hearing that when I was 13, and I was like, ugh, fuck Food Line. So yeah, here's Tater.
Yeah.
Recycle, reuse, repurpose, baby.
Oh, man. Well, that sounds about right. I mean, HT all the way for me, too. I used to live right near Harris Teeter off of Independence Boulevard. And that was pretty much the only supermarket I even knew existed for probably about the first 10 years of my life.
Yeah. Similar to Case, I mean, growing up in South Park, they didn't have Food Line over there in the rich part of town. So Harris Teeter was the only option. So that's where I grew up. And that's kind of where
You're kind of limited to
Oh,
your parents
God.
taking.
Right,
It's not
yeah.
like you have the choice.
Although I did like the Food Line commercials. You know,
Yeah.
I really liked their logo. I liked how it was always Tom E. Smith on the commercial.
Okay.
So,
I was
yeah.
definitely a Food Lion guy, but also a Bilo guy.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't know what happened to the Bilos. There was one over there off of Independence, down there by it was by Sardis, right? Or something like that. Or what was that little cut through road that went from Monroe over and it just dove into
Yeah.
it? Well, my first job was also at Food Lion, so I guess I'm kind of, and we're bookended here out in the suburbs now with Food Lion, so I guess I'm a Food Lion guy. Unfortunately, Harris Teeter a little expensive, I think.
I like
now
Food Lion
you're choosing
prices.
Food Line? Like now?
I like Harris Teeter. I feel like I got, it makes me feel a certain way when I go in there. But even back then, I didn't really go to a lot of Harris Teeters. It was like a little foreign. I remember when some Food Lions were food towns. Do you remember that? Does
I don't
anybody
remember
remember when
that.
a Food Lion was?
Nope.
They were split, but they had the same like branding. It was like obviously Food Lion, Food Town, and it was the same color, font, all that stuff. And then they merged, and it was like, oh, they're all Food Lions. We're lucky. I'm glad they went with Lion. All right. All right, let's go back. Thig, let's go back the opposite way. Charlotte, who's your favorite Charlotte Hornet pre 2000s? 1990
1990.
Charlotte Hornets.
Well, we were talking about him earlier, Kenny
Yep.
Gaddison.
No,
Just because I had a personal experience with him. I went
The
to,
Gat Man.
when he opened a restaurant here in Charlotte, I was there for opening night, and he signed a banner for me, and so I was just a fan ever since.
Man, touched you. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, not that
not
way.
yeah, not physically, but emotionally.
You had a moment with Kenny Gaddison.
So that's
All right,
he's always been my top guy.
fair. Case, what you got?
All right, so it's hard. It's really difficult. There were so many of great Hornets. Everybody's got a favorite. From Muggsy to Dell to Zoe to LJ. But I'll just have to remember going back to when I used to work at Charlotte Hornets games.
Yeah.
When I used to work for the concessions as a little charitable setup that my pops had to connect with for our Boy Scout troop.
Nice.
So we used to go Hornets games, sell peanuts, popcorn, candy. Some of the older guys got to sell Dominoes. But because my dad had to connect,
Plug.
I got to stay out with him after the games outside of the locker room downstairs
That's
while
sick.
they were counting up the loot. And I wasn't allowed to go into that room, so I had to stand outside. But the best part of that was all the Hornets and visiting players had to walk right past there. So I used to get, this was, pre-smartphone, pre-having cameras. So I used to just get my Charlotte Hornets sweatshirt signed on the back, keep a Sharpie in the pocket.
Nice.
I'm going Muggs all day. I'm going Muggsy, all-time favorite.
All right, Kenny Gaddison and Muggsy. All right, Belt, what you got?
Just because Muggsy was always so cool to me whenever
And you towered
He's
over
still,
him.
he's still
Yeah,
cool to
he's
this
still-
day.
yeah.
I think you and I did a tournament.
That golf
together,
tournament, yeah.
And he was mad nice. That was the
Yeah,
one with
he was always the nicest, coolest. Always was like saying hi.
Yeah.
Always.
like
Sure.
a genuine nice guy.
I met Muggsy at Hooters on Independence one time, and lived in this apartment complex, and all the guys that hung out at the pool with my dad and his girlfriend at the time, they would like take me around. So they took me to Hooters, and it was like I felt like I was going to the strip club. I was probably like 13 years old, and sure enough, Muggsy was in there, right? And we're just like, oh my god, it's like Muggsy Bogues. It's like
Starstruck.
yeah, starstruck, and I'm like, so the waitress, the reason we were there is one of those guys dated a girl that worked at Hooters. And so she was waiting on us, and she was like, I'm waiting on him, I'll go get his autograph. Funny as shit. Came back, and he gave me an autograph, but he was carrying around like photographs of himself, and then he signed it. He was like ready to go. He was packing, not just like, you weren't getting just an
At the ready.
autograph, you were getting a fucking
Wow.
yeah, he was just eating wings and just signing like freaking like
Living that life.
Dude.
Wow.
Belt, what you got? Favorite?
It would have been Larry Johnson, but we played that golf tournament. He was a dick to me.
Yeah.
Fuck LJ. I mean, Muggs is classic, but I don't know. I don't. Muggsy probably, but Del Curry. I like Del Curry a lot back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dell.
He was legit.
He's very Charlotte. All right, I'm going LJ all day. I can't. I mean, Grandmama, the Activate, the gel shoes.
He had a shoe.
like,
He had a
the-
shoe.
He had a shoe,
I
bro.
mean, he had a shoe, and he was rocking the Hornets colors on the shoe.
He was so nasty too. His like rookie and second year, third year, just so like the powerful. Like I don't know. I just felt like we had a like superstar again. It was like I was amazed we even had a pro team, and then we had a really good player and Space Jam and so on and so forth. He meant a lot to the city, and I was so
Yeah,
sad. about
Charlotte
that.
good call.
represented Space Jam.
Heavy.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good year.
All right, let's keep it moving. Anybody got a Circle K no pump story that they want to share? No.
Definitely not.
No pumps.
Do you know about Circle K no pumps?
Yes.
Very well.
I do now.
It's on Monroe Road, and within a mile, there was one Circle K with no pumps, which I didn't understand. Then there was another one with pumps, and those were pretty. During high school, I felt like, it was a marker of where you were going to be.
But the one with no pumps was predated pumps, right?
Possibly, I
'Cause
just
I
know.
think, I think you old heads.
I don't know. I feel like a Circle K was first, and then the gas stations started opening up with Circle K convenience stores at
the pumps.
the
Well,
pumps.
see, I think you older heads, that was more of a I don't know, it was around before the pumps, is my guess, because I mean, there's nothing to do. At
Circle
the,
K, I
at no
felt, is like a
pumps.
7-Eleven, right? It's,
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know. Now you get certain ones, but
yeah.
it was really just meetup spots, whether you were
Yeah.
going to meet up at the Circle K with pumps or without pumps.
Well, I lived in Runaway Bay Apartments that was like right
Oh.
across from Circle
Oh,
K, no
yeah.
pumps. And
There
we
was
could
no
walk
bay.
all the way there, and all you had to do was cross Monroe, which was hella
Frogger.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Playing Frogger
It's
there.
hella dangerous. But if you could get across, there was, and that was also like when I was in high school, that was when they were still carrying, they put the cigarettes on the candy aisle.
Yeah.
You know, they weren't behind the thing. So we'd go in there, me and Sneak, and somebody would distract and somebody would
Sneak.
sneak. But anyway, all right, let's keep it going. Eastland or South Park? Case.
All day Eastland, all day.
100%.
First of
Know
all,
what it is.
the logo off
Yeah,
tops.
yeah.
I mean,
The
come on,
best.
the best.
Circle, son. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
My mom's water broke for me when she was pregnant with me at Belk's, or maybe it was Ivy's, if I
Oh.
got that wrong. But I know it was at Eastland. They got the skating rink, you know.
Mhm.
Mhm.
They got the arcade. They got the movie theater. They had Orange Julius.
Mhm.
I mean, I remember.
Remember the little comic book store?
Yeah, I was just gonna say the comic book store right there when you turn the
Yep.
corner. Yep.
The pet store.
Pet store.
that's
Oh,
right.
man. Pet store.
Let's bring it back, baby.
And Eckerd's in the mall.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about
Eckerd's was
Eckerd's.
in the mall.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh man,
They had
yeah.
a toy store. There was like a Walden Books and the toy store right beside each other.
Oh, I remember the tinderbox.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dude, the place was packed. It's sad that it didn't make it, right? You know, all malls are really struggling the last week. I was talking to somebody, was it you and I, Casey, the other day about how it's like if it's not a outlet mall and it's not a premium mall, the other malls just like
Oh,
went
it's a
away.
dying
They're
thing.
just-
Yeah, malls
they're-
are dying. It's
it's-
crazy. I just loved how you could still go and bargain at Eastland. Last few years, you could go in there and you knew you didn't have to pay tag
Oh, yeah.
price.
Hmm.
You know, Limbs was the spot.
Limbs.
That was the one I remember the most.
Limbs was the shit.
Yeah.
Oversized, colorful suits.
What about you, Bell?
And jerseys.
Oh, Eastland.
Eastland all day.
Eastland.
You
Yeah,
got one?
yeah,
You got one, rich
yeah.
boy?
Yeah, 100% Eastland. You know. I grew up by South Park, and I hated as a kid. I hated going to South Park because they didn't offer anything for kids. Right? There was no toy store. There's no arcade. I did probably 4 birthday parties of mine at the ice skating rink at Eastland. And Christmas shopping at Eastland was hands down the best.
For sure.
Best time of year.
Oh yeah. Oh, they had that leather store at Eastland. It just smelled like leather right in the middle. I think it was like a Wilson's or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Eastland for me too. The only thing about South Park is I remember in high school you could still smoke cigs in South Park. You just couldn't smoke cigs in the stores. But you
So
could
the
literally
concourse, the hall.
you could just
Yeah.
walk the hall and just rip a
Yeah.
dart, no
Oh my
problem.
God.
All right, who's got the best wings in Charlotte? And this is anytime.
McCoy's.
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 Calypso. 100%.
Absolutely.
McCoy's
Fucking
Calypso.
A. Yeah. And they've got what is it? They do you can get them smoked, and then you get them seared and grilled, and then you can get them double smoked.
Yeah.
But yeah, hands down McCoy's.
Yeah, are you?
Yeah,
down
I'm
with
kind of in the
McCoy's?
same boat. I'd say, yeah, definitely McCoy's.
And they got the Calypso, which is buffalo and teriyaki.
Yeah, it's just a blend of the
Ooh,
sauce.
Man, it's so fire.
And Moosehead's close second, I'd say, probably.
Moosehead. I haven't had Moosehead in a long time. That actually is on a lot of lists. Like a lot. Like if you're ever just Google best wings in Charlotte, it's like
Yeah,
Moosehead
Moosehead's
is
always-
always popping up. What you got, Case?
And I mean, everybody remembers the Wing Ranch. It's gone now. It's another one of them spots that we can only reminisce about. So I might have to go McCoy's. I might have to agree with you on McCoy's. The
McCoy's,
smoke,
yeah.
the
I
smoked
think
wings.
this is all
are
time.
just-
This is all time. This doesn't have to be still here.
Well, if it's all time, then I'm going Wing Ranch all day.
Didn't Wing
I'm going
Ranch have like a
all day. They
sampler?
had a dirty dozen where
Yeah.
you could pick 6 different types of wings, and you got 2 of them. So if you
Yeah.
wanted 2 teriyaki,
Yes.
2 buffalo,
Yes.
2.
Yeah.
They even had these little mini fried ones that came with a
Yeah.
little mashed potato and gravy
Yeah.
dipping sauce.
Yeah.
Making those orders.
Oh my god!
Nobody does it anymore. They don't
Nobody
offer
does
that.
it.
And
So-
it was always on point.
Dude,
It was always on point.
that's what it was. I remember the dirty
The Wing
dozen.
Ranch was my favorite one. But
That's awesome.
R.I.P.
I remember a little place out in Matthews called Township Grill.
Oh
Do you
yeah.
remember
Oh
Township
yeah.
Grill?
Yeah.
Dude, their wings
Oh,
were
yeah.
fire. I don't even know if that place is still around anymore. I don't know if it's there, but
Well, I never went there, but my brother used to go to. So for y'all who don't know, these guys grew up with my older brother.
Boner.
He used to
Shout out.
spend like all the time up at scoreboards.
Scoreboard was the bomb.
And he loved their wings. I never had their
Yeah.
wings. I never.
Scoreboard is like a whole nother pod in general. Like I could talk
Yeah.
about scoreboard
That was
for
down in
days.
Independence
Yeah.
Yeah.
as well. Okay, all right.
That's Charlotte right there.
Damn
Right.
right.
What about barbecue? Who's got the best barbecue? Anybody?
Man, yeah.
It's not open anymore, but Bill Spoon's barbecue. Have you ever had that?
South Boulevard.
Yeah, South Boulevard. That was my favorite.
Oh, is
Hands
that the
down.
one over that used to be from like Manifest or something across the street from Manifest Records? It's kind of up in that area, Arrowwood-ish type
Yeah,
down on
yeah,
the right hand side.
Mhm.
Like if
Like you
you're
remember
headed
the
out
old
of
Toys
town.
R Us that used to be?
Yeah.
It was like right across the street from the old Toys R Us.
What you got, Case?
I'm going Troop 33 Boy Scout barbecue all day. Sardis Presbyterian Church. Every Super Bowl weekend, you got to pre-order it, and it's definitely Eastern vinegar
Yeah.
based
Yeah,
Yeah.
all day.
100%.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's when I'm out of town, my folks they get a 1 pound container and throw it in the freezer so that.
Oh, they're still doing it.
Hey,
Yeah, they still do it every year now.
Oh shit!
nice. Yeah. I gotta go see Troop 33.
Yeah.
Shout
Yeah,
out!
so we
Troop
keep it in the
33.
freezer. They keep it in the freezer for when I come into town,
Oh,
so I get a little sample.
Should have brought some of
Little
that today.
fix.
Right.
No, it's gone. It's gone. Gotta wait till Super Bowl weekend next year.
Yeah.
What you got, Belt?
Midwood, burn ins.
Oh, I love me some
yeah.
Midwood. I love
I
me
agree
some
with you.
Midwood.
100%. My granddad used to take, I forget the name of it, this barbecue joint down in Concord. Like, he was all about barbecue in Concord. There's this one spot with like a low roof, and it kind of had like an awning, and you could park under the awning, but they had other spots as well. And, yeah, just a little, like, it was probably as big as this area, and you just walk in, and the barbecue was good, but man, I was little. I don't remember the name of it.
It makes sense. There's a lot of barbecue around Concord.
Yeah,
They do a
Concord,
barbecue festival every year called Jiggy with the Piggy.
Piggy with
yeah.
the piggy.
So yeah, there's a lot of
Find
barbecue
out when that
spots.
is.
Yeah.
But no, Midwood's legit.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna
Or
come
I
in with the
didn't go to
Midwood hammer.
because it sucked.
Belty introduced me to Midwood Smokehouse. So, yeah, it's-
Well, I'm gonna pivot then, and I'm gonna say Sonny's. All right.
Oh, word.
Sonny's barbecue
Yes,
is
for
the,
sure.
the bomb.
Definitely. Any of them still around?
No, I know that one closed by my condo.
is the one
That
off
was the one that
Tyvola
was
still there?
for-
It was there for a while.
Yeah, it was there for a long time.
Yeah, you could smell Sonny's down the road before you got there. You,
You
could
can
already
see the
smell
grease
it.
like dripping down the roof.
Yeah.
Place it down there forever.
All right, let's move off of food just for a second. What about, did anybody ever see a movie at the Regency on Albemarle Road?
Man, of course.
Many.
Oh, I know what I saw. This is
Many.
funny. I'm
I got
gonna jump
some really
I'm
good
gonna jump
ones.
right in. I went and saw. My mom dropped me and my buddy. I think it was Jeff Stockdale, and we went and saw the. What were the guys that did the prank phone calls?
Jerky Boys.
Jerky
We went
Boys,
and
yeah.
saw
You saw the Jerky Boys?
And my mom was going to go watch a different movie, and they're like, "Nah, you got to be 16 or whatever. Otherwise, you have to have an adult with you." And we were like,
Oh,
"Oh." And then mom's like, "All right, I'll go watch this movie with you." So it was
Shout
me,
out, Mom.
Jeff,
Yeah,
and
right.
my mom watching Jerky Boys, and
She
needless
loved
to
it.
say, she was not a fan.
Not impressed.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man, that was
what you
awesome.
got?
I got a good one. I mean, I've seen a few there. Before and after it was the Dollar Theater.
Yeah.
You know, I remember going to see, I think it was Cocoon with the folks.
Nice.
Hoosiers with the folks.
Nice.
Man, these some old ass
Yep,
movies.
yep. And then Dollar Theater style, me and Crunch went to see Encino Man. And the movie started and the lights never went off. And after like 10, 15 minutes, I think either he or I got up and went and told them, and they were like, all right. And so they started the movie from the beginning and they turned the lights off though, but they had to rewind it
It's like,
from
yo,
the
PB&J
beginning.
and my bachelor party. Stop.
Oh,
that
that's
song.
fantastic.
Yeah, Encino Man.
Oh, I saw Karate Kid there. I saw freaking E.T. I remember in the later years, like you said, I remember just going in there and you just knew the soles of your shoes were going to get ruined because it was just and like, I mean, it literally made that sound. It was so nasty.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What about a YMCA? Did anybody go to the Y?
Yeah,
Do you
Harris Y.
have Harris Y?
I mean, it was
Wait, Harris
proximity.
Is the South Park,
Yeah,
the rich
proximity
Y.
to where I was.
Y'all had
at.
the big. Y'all had a pool at that Y.
Yeah, we had a pool. That's where we didn't have a neighborhood pool, so that's
Still haven't been to that Y.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing.
so that's where I went every summer. Was the Harris Y.
I took swim lessons at the Uptown Y when I think that was like the only Y in town, or the first one.
that
It was
the
called
Harris?
Dowd.
Oh, Dowd. No,
yeah.
Dowd.
So me and
doubt.
actually Drewby, we took swim lessons together at the Uptown. We were in swim lessons,
Nice.
same class, swim lessons. Yeah, Uptown Y.
I learned to
Dowd.
swim at the Y too.
What's the one off of Albemarle Road?
I don't know, but that's the one that I would say because that's the only one that I ever got
That's
to
the
go
only
to.
one I
Oh
went
yeah,
to as
what was
well.
that one called?
Harris Y.
No. I feel like it was an MC name, like Mick something, not McAlpine, but Mick.
Funny story there. Jimmy Grell told me the locker room, the men's locker room. When you walked in, there were all the showers, shower heads on the wall.
Yeah.
Right. So it was like the double door. You walked in, and a separate set of doors. And he said he had played ball up there one day, went to shower up, or I don't even think he was showering. He just had his stuff in his locker. And he said this old dude was taking a shower, and he said when Jimmy walked in, the old dude just like turned to him, just like straight, open face, butt naked, balls swinging, and just looked at Jimmy, and Jimmy was like, didn't go back ever since.
That reminds me of a Y story with my stepdad. Like right out of college, he took me. He was an old head, right? So they went and spent hours there, and he took me one day, and go work out, go to the showers or whatever, and I'm in like a bathing, my gym shorts, bathing suit, whatever, taking a shower, and we go get in the hot tub, and I just, there's already people in the hot tub. And as they start coming out, they're all butt naked, and I start feeling uncomfortable, right? So then I go to the shower. So I go to the shower, and then my stepdad comes in the shower butt naked. I never wanted to see my stepdad naked, of course. And then he starts introducing me to his friends in the shower, like while they're naked, and they're like clowning me for being in shorts. And I remember he introduced me to this old guy, and like you can't help but like
get your balls,
look at cock, right? Like I feel like it's a magnet.
God.
And I remember this old dude had just this horse schlong, and I'm just like trying not to stare at it.
Loves the cock.
And that was the Dowd, and I've never been back. I was like, fuck the Dowd.
Oh, hey, Simmons Y? Is that it?
I think
Is it
that is the Simmons Y.
It is
I think
Simmons
that is
Y.
the Simmons
Okay.
Y.
Yeah.
Good call. Good call.
I had one when we were at Simmons Y, and we're playing basketball, and I love going there to play because you didn't get to play indoor basketball growing up. I felt like that was such a luxury to play on like hardwood. I mean, maybe in
J.
South Park you played all the time, but like we were definitely blacktop basketball players. But we go in there and play, and man, I would have stayed there all day. We were going to leave. And I get into the elevator, and I'm trying to hold it for somebody or something, and my finger gets caught in the elevator, and the door closes, and we start to move, and I don't know what to do. I'm like crying. Anyway, my friend actually stopped it, emergency stopped it, but it's like I'm up towards the thing, and I mean, full on panic attack. They had I remember they had to security people had to come down, open the door. We're halfway between a floor. You know what I
Your
mean?
finger in the. Because them doors are like that thick.
I don't, dude. I don't know what it
just
was.
straight up got.
I know what. I think I know what it was. It wasn't in the door where it goes like this.
Yeah.
It was like in the jam where like the door comes out. Like my finger rolled up in between it or something like that. But I just remember I couldn't get my hand out, and we're like move. I don't know. It was awful. And I never went back after that. I was embarrassed, but I still had all my fingers.
That's the guy with the fingers.
Now, all
Yeah.
these dramatic YMCA stories.
I didn't see penises though.
missed out.
Well, actually,
missed
I
out.
did. The one at the Dow. There must be something about being naked at the Dow because I remember I was with Crunch one time. Now we're adults. We're like uptown, and we're in the locker room, and there's like that hot tub in there, and then Crunch keeps telling me he's like, man, you just walk in, you don't have to wear trunks or nothing, and he's undressed, he's got his towel on, but he doesn't have on anything underneath it. I have trunks, but I have my towel, and I'm like, you're not really gonna do that, right? And we walk into this room, there's one old guy, like white hair, silver fox dude, just laid out, like sitting like this. Crunch is just like, well, fuck it, and he just pulls his towel real quick and then jumps into the hot tub. He doesn't casually, he doesn't casually try to get in. And I'm I'm dying laughing because he was trying to be all like, it's not a big deal, but then it was obvious. And then as soon as he cannonballs in, freaking the dude stands up like he's pissed, but his dick's just swinging and he just walks off mad casual. I'm like, Crunch. And I'm sitting there, and then after about 5 seconds, I'm still in my truck. Crunch is just like, yeah, fuck this, let's go.
Oh man.
To be a Christian establishment, there's a lot of gays. Oh my god.
All right. Let's wrap this segment up, guys. I got one more what about the old Charlotte Coliseum, new Charlotte Coliseum, or Uptown Arena? Pick one.
Old for me.
Old as in down the one on Independence?
Tybola?
Or
The one where
that's the new Charlotte Coliseum.
Okay, yeah, then I'd say the new Charlotte Coliseum because that's where the Hornets pretty much were
Right.
primed at, and
Yeah.
so that's I also went to the circus there, went to some WWF. They had wrestling events there, but mainly the Hornets were hyped for many years. So it was a good
They had
time.
the bushes trimmed up to be basketballs, like when you drove
Yeah,
in.
that's right. It was
Yeah.
an art installment.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was a good time going to a game there.
What you got, Case?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Again, I loved the first one, the Charlotte Coliseum. That was where I used to watch the UNCC 49ers play. I think I saw the circus there.
Definitely saw circuses there.
Shout out to Pops. His office was right across the street from there. So we used to have to go pick him up from work, and we'd drive past it we'd see the old Charlotte Coliseum. But I'm going to go new Coliseum. I went there for the inaugural opening night.
Nice.
There was all kinds of hullabaloo and festive atmosphere. George Shin was there, and the very next day, that damn scoreboard fell and crashed.
That
the
was
very
after?
next day after, and we had just been
It
there.
was the biggest scoreboard in NBA history at that point. And then I remember it
They had the
fell,
grand
but
opening
there was
ceremony.
no practice or anything that day.
Nothing
Or
was
nobody
going
there
on.
at that time.
Nothing
so-
was going on when it fell, but it was the very next day after the grand opening.
I didn't realize it was the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and like I told y'all before, like I spent a lot of time there working at those games and have a lot of awesome memories
Okay.
from the new Coliseum.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there you
got?
go.
Yeah, I don't no preference really. I mean, I kind of agree with Fig. I mean, that's the new Tybola Coliseum was dope just because it was the best team.
I mean, the location was
It was far
terrible.
away. Everyone hated it, but yeah, I mean, whatever.
They
I
built
like the
it on a
old one. I
landfill.
like the one
Yeah.
on Tybola, and I like the one downtown or uptown or whatever the hell we call it. What do we call it now?
Uptown Arena.
Okay.
It's an arena now.
I have no preference. I like them all.
Yeah, I think new Coliseum for me too. Even though I don't know, actually, might be a 3-way tie. I think they all offer something different. I did like after you go to an arena game, you got the whole town or the whole city's right there. You got stuff to do. All right, I think we're all Charlotte enough, don't you think? I think we proved our
all pretty Charlotte,
Yeah. All right. Well, fuck it. We're Charlotte. Here it is. And we're back. All right, that was fun. So building on how Charlotte are you or are we? I think we should take a little bit of time, bring it back to the center, and get back to football a little bit and talk about these 2026 Carolina Panthers. God, that scared the shit out of me.
I'm excited.
Are you? Are you seriously? I mean, it's
I
been
was
a long
until I
time.
saw the beginning of this preseason game today.
I was excited until like
You know,
an hour
but
ago.
I'm so excited for football.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably what it really is when it comes down to it.
It's been like since 20. I mean, we didn't know what was going to happen in 2015, right? But we were still excited because we had Cam
Shocked.
and we had Luke Kuechly and all that, and then it just got off on the right foot, and it's just win after win after win after win. I was like,
After win
I actually
after win
watched
after
the
win.
YouTube on that the other day, and it was so fun to relive. It was sad. The ending was sad, but
Brutal.
it was such a like. I was like, man, I can't. I like, dude, we were like 10 weeks, you know what I mean? I mean, we went, 14 weeks before we lost, but that was just, what a wild ride. I don't know
Yeah,
if
it
we'll
was a
ever see anything like that ever
I thought
again.
we were going to win it all.
But ever since like the post-cam era, I can't say I've really been excited. I've tried to be optimistic. I've tried to kind of like say, okay, if everything goes right, this, that, and a third. But it just like it what I've seen on the field. Now, I will say what I saw last year, just I don't know, it seemed like things started to click, and I kept thinking that if we could just get some consistency out of Bryce, maybe. But then off season, we first of all, we went into that playoff game and I didn't think we had a shot in hell, and that came down right to the end. It was so exciting,
so
unbelievable.
close, so close.
Bryce played great, and even though we lost, it was still a good note to end on. And then, the draft came. I thought we had a great draft. I thought the free agency was fantastic. I don't think anybody's talking about us. Like, I was looking at the numbers. Like, Vegas has us at, I want to say, like 6.5 wins, which is, I'm sitting here going, how, and I'm thinking about the division.
That's less than last
Everybody's
year.
big on Tampa this year.
I just don't understand
Why?
because
Yeah, I
Tampa
don't understand.
lost
Yeah, no, they
players.
lost.
Everybody in the division lost players, but they're not giving us anything for the season yet. The last 5 games of the season, New Orleans played well, and everybody's like, "Oh, New Orleans,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, it was 5 games. Like, it was, I don't know. I mean, I think New Orleans could be improved, but Atlanta did nothing. They didn't have a first round draft pick. They lost free agents. They brought in Tua, who looks trash.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody saw that, but I'm sitting here thinking all we got to do is win the division, and I'm looking at the other 3 guys going, we can win
we can
this
do that.
division. We can win this
I think
division.
I think we'll win the division, but I mean, New Orleans sucks. Atlanta sucks, and I think Tampa's worse.
I don't know what New Orleans did in the offseason, but there's a lot of hype around New Orleans
I don't
too.
know why.
I don't know.
They got one guy. They got Jordan Tyson, who's often injured. And this guy has not had a healthy college season. He's been good when he's played.
Yeah.
But that was it. And then they've already had players go down in season-ending injury. So is Jalen Walker for Atlanta, and Pierce just got 8-game suspension for Atlanta. I mean, again, Tua looks trash. Penix isn't playing. I just don't get that. I don't get it. But anyway, So what do you think? Do you have any predictions? Anybody can just shout out. Like, what do you think? I'll start. I think that we can go. I think that we're looking at 9-8, 10-7. I mean, last year they said we had an easy schedule at the beginning of the year. We had a bottom 5 schedule. As this year progressed, and when it ended, if you go back and look, we had a top 8 schedule. So things can change throughout the course of the year. Like, guys get hurt, teams fall off, whatever, things change. So I don't feel like that's as intimidating to me either way. So I basically am sitting here looking at it going, well, we made all these additions, right? We're still the same team. We have continuity, the coach, quarterback, everybody's been in the same scheme for a long time. All we got to do is win the division. Now, some of those teams on there, like Seattle's going to be tough. I think we play the Rams, so on and so forth. Other than that, we're going to have some tough games. We're going to have to win those. I mean, but that's where I'm at. What about you guys?
I mean, I've tempered my expectations after last year, because I went into last year very optimistic, the way Bryce ended the year, but he started out slow again. So I feel like he has a tendency to start out slow. We have had a lot of injuries in the preseason camps. And
Scort
everything.
and Brazel.
Yeah. So I've tempered my expectations. I'm more of the 7-10.
Wow.
Is what I'm thinking, unfortunately.
Who do you think it was going to win the division then? Like, if we're 7-10, what wins the division? An 8-9 Saints team? Or do you think one of these teams have potential to get 11 wins?
I think it's going to be one of those seasons where it's like a 9-8 wins the division.
Really?
Something like that. I don't think anybody's going to run away with it. I think we'll be competitive.
I bet 7 games wins the fucking division.
It's like deja vu. It sounds like.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I mean, everything. I agree with everything that Fig said.
7-10. Really?
I don't know. I'm not going with a 7-10 prediction. I think that we will do better than that. I agree more with like a 9-win, 10-win, maybe, which definitely would win the division. I don't know. I just think that, look, just because this current preseason game against the Bills, like, that's nothing to even think about really as.
Well, we didn't have Haynes King. So
Well, that's definitely true. As long if he's in the game, then we're winning.
yeah, I mean it's a given. It's a done deal.
But yeah, I think middle of the road record. Keep expectations low. Be pleasantly surprised if we exceed those expectations. Because man, like on paper and from what we see, what they've been doing at the end of the season last year, another year.
All right, we won't go through the whole schedule, but first game of the season is the Bears. What do you think? And that's at home.
At home.
At home, the Bears. It's a Sunday 1:00 game.
Take it to the bank.
Under the radar.
Take it to
I
the
think
bank.
that sets the
It is a tough
tone.
game.
I agree.
Caleb's been fire. I feel like
Yeah.
it's gonna be a tough
The
game.
Ben Johnson offense now over there. That's high powered.
I thought that was going to get a bigger billing, like at least a 4:30 game of the week or something, just
Right.
because of the whole we traded the Bears to get Bryce, and then they ended up with number one. Like we could have ended up getting Caleb, whatever. Like it's one of those things. I feel like if we win that game, that's when I go, we're winning 10 games. And I know that's just silly because traditionally, like you said, slow starts, terrible Septembers. We pick it up, but I just feel like if we can win that, because the next couple of games are like Atlanta and Cleveland, it'd be really easy to go 3-0 if we could just go 1-0, and then if we were 3-0, then all of a sudden, okay, you know what I mean? You built something.
I think Bryce relies a lot on confidence. So I mean, if we can get a win week 1, I think that'll get his confidence high, and he'll start throwing darts.
I mean, honestly, fuck Steven Galligan. Just start right there. And then, Drewby too. Fuck him and Dylan.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. And beat me to it.
Oh, but outside of that, I mean, fuck them all.
What about Ev?
Yeah, fuck Ed. Fuck Drewby.
Yeah.
Fuck Dylan. Fuck, Galligan twice now. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. I think seriously, I think the division winner will have 8 games.
Okay.
We'll win 8 games, and I think we could potentially win the division with 7 wins. I don't
7-10
I'm tempering my
division winner.
expectations.
We've done it before.
It's
course.
always this hype about, okay, this year we drafted so and so now we're going to be better. We've got continuity. We've got this, and it's like, well, it's the same quarterback.
Here's the one difference:
Okay.
play calling.
Mm-hmm.
Because now they got the OC
It's
making the calls.
Yeah, but didn't they do that mid-season last year?
No.
I don't remember that.
Did they not?
I think
No.
they did it for like one game, maybe.
Right. I
If
feel
they
like
did it for
at some
something,
point, it didn't
or not
make
at
a
all.
difference.
No, I think that you're thinking back the Frank Reich year, the rookie year. They were like, Reich was calling plays, and then Thomas Brown called plays, and then they went back to Reich, and then they fired Reich, and then Thomas Brown took over, and he was the interim, but he was also calling plays. It was an absolute disaster.
I mean, I'm a Panthers fan. I want to win, but I don't think Bryce is going to make this leap that everyone. You always see these stats. He's fucking broken all these records, and I'm just like, none of that translates when I'm watching a game. I'm just like,
Okay, so last year, Bryce, I think it was right around 2,700 yards. I think he had 20 touchdowns to 11 interceptions, and he might have ran in a couple for 150 yards. What is your prediction for Bryce this year? Does he get 3,000 yards? Does he go 25 touchdowns and 10 or less interceptions?
how many touchdowns last year?
I want to say 20 on the nose.
I think maybe we got Waller, we got Tet.
If he stays healthy,
second year in.
I think he'll break
Coker.
3,000.
Yeah.
Coker was hurt too. That's another thing we forget about is Coker
was half the
missed.
season,
Like
right?
they traded. What was the guy? not Ricky Prohl. Well, what was it? Adam Thielen.
Adam
Ricky
Thielen.
Prohl Part 2. Right. They traded Adam Thielen right before the season started, and the next day, this is true story. The next day, Jalen Coker got hurt and missed the first 6 games of the season.
Yeah.
So I mean,
So now we have offensive weapons. Well, I mean that helps. So yeah, maybe 8 games.
all right. Anybody got who's going to be the best player on offense on the team? The
I think
one
Brooks,
guy.
Jonathan Brooks.
Really, Brooks breakout.
I think Brooks the breakout.
Okay.
Chuba got hurt yesterday, right? Or
Chuba's they're saying he'll be ready for week 1.
yeah.
I think it's precautionary.
I still think Brooks is going to overtake the backfield and be their top rusher.
And he's a big fan of the Players Club tour.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely
right.
So
Yeah,
what about who you got?
I mean, look, it's Tet all day for me. I think Tet is the man. I think that he is gonna, from what I understand, be moved around more than just putting him out on the outside. Put the ball in his hands, slot, whatever, and I just think he's gonna even build on what he did last year as rookie of the year, 1,000 yards. I think he'll top that.
They always say receivers regress after this first year. Is that right? Is that right?
Not this
Tet.
time.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm with you. I think Tet as well. I think Brooks has to for us to be successful. But I think Tet as well is going to be our main offensive priority. Curious to see what Waller does there. That'll be a nice little.
Are you targeting any Panthers in your drafts?
Brooks, obviously.
You're gonna have to get him early. How early are you going to take Brooks?
16 4th and 5th round picks.
So you're taking Brooks in the 5th round?
4th or 5th, sure.
Shit.
Look out, bitch.
I'm targeting Brooks just to get him to.
I too am targeting Brooks.
Me as well.
All right. What about? Do you have any crazy prediction? Anybody? I'll start. I definitely think. I'll tell you a breakout, as I think that Coker, barring injury, I think this guy could end up being a chain mover. I'm gonna say 80 catches for. I'm gonna go 1,006 touchdowns, and I think that those 80, 1,006 touchdowns would be like wide receiver 17.
Okay, all right. To piggyback,
And I feel like that's crazy, but I feel like he could almost. I feel like him and T-Mac could do similar because, again, T-Mac's going to get all this coverage. He's going to get attention. Waller's going to get attention.
Yep.
And Coker's not a physically imposing kind of dude, and they can kind of move him around. And Leggett looks better. Leggett's an outside receiver. So I just feel like Coker's going to be all over the place, and if he's healthy, then he's going to be nasty. But
Well, I guess you could always say XL could be a breakout. It's a make it or break it, actually.
Wish. It would be awesome. I would love to see him be.
I just don't know that we got a quarterback that can disperse quite like that.
Well, maybe
I mean, it's good to have options, but if we're gonna, I think the game's got to be run through Brooks, and then you'll open up your receivers. And still, if Coker's a guy, I mean, is what's Tech going to do? And then is there enough left over for X? I mean, that's I just this is not Stafford. I'm just that's not going to happen.
So no love for Chuba in the room. Chuba is his
love
day
for
is
him, but
past.
I think his days are past. Yeah, I think he'll be
I thought so.
a good RB2 for us.
Wow. All right. Okay. Let's see. NFC South finish. We'll end on this. Where do we finish in the division? First.
One bitches.
First.
I think second.
Second. And
Behind Atlanta.
I think behind.
I mean, Tampa
I think
Bay,
behind
yeah.
Tampa still. I do know this.
Really, with what's his name leaving and going?
Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still think.
And
Yeah,
and what's his name's pissed off. Like he didn't get a contract. He says he's going to play hard. I bet he gets mad. He gets.
I mean, they've had the least amount of
I bet he does
injuries in the
something stupid and
preseason.
gets
I bet,
injured.
yeah, I bet Baker hurts himself trying to do too
100%
much.
agree. I
Like
think
trying to
Baker
do
hurts
too
himself.
much. Like I feel like he's gonna be trying to like
Yeah.
That's the
rush
Baker
or
way,
do
too.
something.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like he's gonna
He's
try
going
to
to play angry and make a move and get hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he's not playing. I think it would be more fitting for them to pay the guy.
Would you put money on it?
No, I don't. I'm not that confident, but I think it's
No,
going to
you've
be.
been a
I think it's going to be a
Tampa fan for a
close. I think it's
while.
going to be a close race. I just,
Yeah. No.
I think we're going to start out slow like we normally do. Unfortunately,
Ugh,
hopefully they'll prove me wrong.
Yeah. that'd be
let's
nice.
prove them wrong. All right, that's the 2026 Carolina Panthers predictions. Let's go. All right, we're back. Okay, we're gonna do the top 5. We're gonna try to keep it not super long-winded, but this week I was talking to Case on the phone, and we were just kind of went off on a tangent, and we started talking about mispronounced words, and I thought that would be a great top 5. So let's do the top 5 mispronounced words.
This week's top 5.
So here we are, top 5, right? Okay, so I got a bunch here. I don't know if I can do 5, right? So for those who don't know, I was an English major and I mispronounce words all the time, as Belt reminded me. But I think we could throw out some words and maybe we can kind of put them in there. Now, I know the first one I put out there was hill. And it's so hard for me to say hill because I have to like really pronounce it. I want to say heel all the time, and I don't know why.
I hear that all the time.
Like I
Heel,
want to say Chapel Hill.
heel,
I want to say Rock Hill.
heel, yeah.
A hill,
Well,
yeah.
How else are you supposed to say?
I don't know. It's
Hill.
hill.
No, hill. Oh,
It's
it's kind
hill.
of like pen and pen.
I was just about to say
Jamie
pen.
gives me a hard
Yeah,
time. I think
Pen
that
and
Ohio
pen.
thing, they pronounce it correctly, and I'll say pen, like PIN, when I'm talking about a PEN. And
Like-
she's constantly correcting me on that, and I'm just like,
You say, hand me a pen, and she says pen, and you go, oh my god. All right, well, Hill was one for me. I don't know. I'm definitely remember that guy in New York. Hill, yeah, or that guy. We were at that little bar. This was
Oh yeah,
20
that was
years
at
ago.
Bill's.
Yeah,
Gay
gay
90s,
90s, Bill,
but-
gay 90s.
But the 1890s,
Not the and the gay
when gay
like happy.
meant happy, and it was an old speakeasy that was a bar that was called.
dick.
And I definitely
Full of
remember
naked
that.
men.
I remember the bartender.
Johnny's fat dick.
I remember the bartender very
A
well.
lot of penis.
Top 5 penises.
Pen 15.
Food was great there.
Yeah.
Amazing cheesesteak, cheesecake.
And that bartender, he just
Spotted
kept going.
dick.
You've got a picture of him, right? Somebody has a picture.
Probably.
Ev might have, because I think it was
Probably.
me, you, and Ev who went in
Yeah,
there.
maybe.
Yeah, only me, you, and Ev would go to a place called Bill's Gay 90s for a bite of eat.
Walk in studio.
Bite of food. Yeah, and he kept going, hell yeah. That's
Hell
everything
yeah.
we'd say.
You think the Yankees are going to win this year? Hell yeah.
All right, Hill. Okay, what about, you said especially? Is it
So-
especially?
I believe that we need to have a counter that somehow keeps track of how many times Clint says especially
Especially.
instead of especially.
Especially.
But you also hear a lot of other people say especially, like espresso,
Mm-hmm.
especially.
I don't hear.
I think-
I don't hear that a lot on, especially. I
Well,
hear espresso.
you should watch.
Way too-
You should
too
watch
often.
the pod or
The
listen to
Wire.
the pod more often. The Wire, because you will hear
It's
especially.
it's especially
mad
present.
times, like mad especially's, especially's.
So
I love that one as one of the
especially
most
counter.
mispronunciated words. It's also misspelled when you say it.
Oh,
that way.
that was, when you hate autocorrect, that's when I love autocorrect. That's when I'm like, come on, save me, baby.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
come on.
Oh yeah,
All right. One we had here was Chipotle. Chipotle.
another one.
Chipotle.
Another one.
Chipotle.
How do you say it?
Chipotle.
I say Chipotle. How do you say it?
Chipotle. What did I say? I don't say it like that.
You put in a double L.
What did I say?
Chipotle?
Chipotle.
No, was it a double L?
Don't ask me. Just say it the way you say it.
Chipotle. Chipotle.
That's how-
Chipotle.
That's how I thought I heard you say it.
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
You don't say
Chipotle.
But some people
Chipotle.
say Chipotle.
What do
Oh,
you
yeah.
say?
Chipotle.
Chipotle. What do you say?
Yeah,
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
What do you say,
He says
Clint?
Chipotle. Yeah, I put it in double L. I say Chipotle. So I'm spelling it CHIPOLTLE. There's only one L.
yeah.
So I'm saying
So you say
Chipotle.
lay? I say Chipotle.
Oh,
So you put in a double L
fancy.
too.
You know the one percenters over here.
but none of y'all say Chipotle.
No.
But you have heard it before.
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Oh yeah,
No,
definitely.
well, now you got me second guessing. I don't know what I say.
Oh man.
Oh.
Hey, what about? I thought about this. What about caramel?
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah, I say
Is
caramel.
it caramel?
I feel like if you're in a nice place, it's caramel, right?
Really?
But
I'm
if
saying
you're,
caramel no matter where I'm at.
Caramel.
I feel like if you're at a candy
Caramel.
store, it's
But-
caramel.
Yeah.
Is it how many syllables when you say it?
2. Caramel.
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 Okay, so you don't say caramel.
Because I think maybe it's because I grew up on Caramel Road, so
Yeah, there was a.
because it's not Caramel Road, right? It's
No.
CAR.
There's
Yes,
there's
you're right.
Yeah, there's not an A in there.
Right.
It is caramel.
It is Carmel Road.
It is caramel.
Yeah.
How Charlotte are you?
Right. Well, I'm second guessing now.
I
I'm
grew
like,
up
was that
on caramel. Grew up on
It's been a while.
caramel.
It's been a while.
Right
yeah.
by the hill.
Yeah.
Especially.
That is a good one though.
But if you
Caramel,
put
caramel,
topping on your ice cream, what do you call that?
caramel topping.
You say caramel still? Do you?
Yeah.
Do you? You're
Yeah.
Southern. You
Yeah,
say-
caramel.
Yeah, I guess I do
We're
say
also
caramel.
Put that caramel on
All
there.
right.
Am I mispronunciating it?
No, I think I've done both.
I mean, there is
ways.
another A in there.
I said
so it's,
caramel.
I think
I said
technically
caramel.
it's
I said caramel. I don't know what the fuck. I just make up language.
Yeah.
It's
called
a Southern way.
No,
It's
yeah,
called the
right.
Southern way. Yeah,
I grew up
exactly.
in a weird neighborhood.
All right, what about some that I had a problem with growing up? I've told this story. My parents used to say the words mature as opposed to mature. My dad would say shrimp all the time.
Shrimp,
I've
that's one
actually
of mine,
argued with him
too.
about this. He would say, I was like, shrimp sounds good. And I was like, and then my mom would say wash, like she was going to wash the
yeah.
clothes.
My stepmom says wash.
And
That's a Southern thing, I think.
Yeah.
I just remember I had a spelling test in elementary school, and I missed out on Washington
You had
because I
R in
spelled
there?
it Washington because I put an R, and I just remember she was like, I was like,
Oh.
how is this wrong? I'm like looking at it, I'm kind of like
Oh
doing the
my
math. I'm
God.
like, I think it was I would have got 100 or like a perfect score, and I'm like, this is the only one I
like, this
missed,
is
and
bullshit.
I'm like, I sounded it out. It's Washington, Washington, WARSHING. I was wrong. All right. Those are ones I battle with my parents, and I've actually confronted them on that stuff. By the way, I'm like, you told me, you raised me wrong. All right, and then Belty, you had what, cement or
Yeah,
summit?
I always said cement,
Yeah, I say cement.
and you still say cement.
Yeah.
But I got clowned on by everybody.
But it's funny if I say if I talk about a cement truck, I say cement truck. But
Right,
I'm just talking
yeah.
about like a
It's
sidewalk.
like
it's
caramel.
cement.
It depends
so-
on the situation. You
Yeah.
might say caramel. Either way, yeah.
Wait, you say cement truck, but you say, oh, look at that cement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, rarely do I say, "Hey, look at that cement," but you know,
After the
that's
wa-
how I would say it.
I say
If
that
I
all
were
the
to say
time.
that.
That happened after the Y experience.
Yeah.
So much cement in here.
I
Floors
think I
are
say
sticky.
cement, but I have heard cement. I would accept it, I guess, but it's like pecan or pecan,
Yeah,
right?
that's a good one.
I'm a
Yeah,
pecan.
You know,
yeah. Pecan. Yeah, but you say pecan pie.
No, I say pecan pie.
You say pecan pie?
I got one
Guess
more.
that's how you were raised.
I got a good one. I got a good one. All right. Not specifically, pacifically. I have heard people say, so please tell me, what are you looking for specifically? Tell me tell me a little bit more. Like, be more, can you please be more specific?
I've not
These
heard that.
people who are being so specific with you.
Multiple times when Dolls and I were moving back to Charlotte one time, we were looking for an apartment, and we were at a complex somewhere near South Park, and the woman that was showing us around, you know, asking us questions. Well, tell me what are you looking for specifically? Tell me.
Does she have a lisp where she can
No,
say her S's?
no lisp, no lisp at all. Multiple Pacificallys.
Not the Pacific. Oh man,
We loved it. That's one of our favorites because of that. That's one of mine.
My brother's wife in Mississippi, a good old redneck family. I don't really know the education down there, but Jamie and I were down there. I say this all the time now. I love it. It's probably one of my favorite words. She was trying to sound extra intelligent in some sort of conversation, and she I forget what we were talking about. And she was like, "Yeah, it was very scientifical," and I was just like, "Oh."
Was it?
Scientifical. And dude, that was like 5 years ago, and I say scientifical all the time. I actually say it so frequently, I'm sure someone's run into me like,
telling
"That dude's
stories
a
about
fucking
you now."
moron." I love that word.
You're on somebody's podcast as an example.
Oh my
Like, I
god,
ran into this
man.
fucking redneck, and anyway, yeah.
dude, it's funny you say that. I used to love Michael Scott from The Office and his humor, and like sometimes I'll
So
catch
good.
myself doing that type of
I
bit
declare
with somebody,
bankruptcy.
but not with somebody that I know real well, and then I have to then walk away and I go, wait, shit, they probably thought that's like,
you're being
that's
for
just
real.
how I am. Like, damn it, blew that.
Man.
All right. Well, that's the top 5. Well, we didn't go. We gave it like 20. You want to do 5 real quick? I think Chipotle's up there, right?
You think so? Chipotle, Chipotle,
especially.
Espresso, caramel for sure.
Caramel
cement,
made
I'll say
it.
those three.
I think
Cement.
cement. Yeah,
Yeah.
Everybody. What about Hill?
I would say pecan would be at my top.
Yeah, pecan, pecan,
Pecan.
and pen.
Yeah.
Put a pen in it.
Such an idiot.
Top 20.
All right, that's this week's top 5. Let's go.
Yeah. Is this when you play the music again?
Yeah.
You shouldn't play any music. You should just have bass.
All right, we're back and we're going to do the real deals. And I'm glad you guys are here with me to talk about some movies or a movie in particular. So we've been going through a bunch of movies and from the 80s and 90s, and I keep going back to ones I love, but not the most popular ones. Not Karate Kid. We're not doing Ghostbusters or anything like that.
Those are the obvious ones.
Not the clear and obvious ones. But this week I want to talk about My Blue Heaven, starring Steve Martin and Rick Moranis.
Classic.
All right.
Classic.
What if I told you that My Blue Heaven and Goodfellas were about the same fucking guy? Did you realize that?
No idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
My Blue Heaven is loosely based on a true story. So it's fictional to a degree, but it is about Henry Hill's life after being involved in the mob and when he got put into the Witness Protection Agency. Did you know that?
I did not
know that.
But when you mentioned it, now I kind of the endings where they're both
right. It's wild, man. So the movie itself is obviously it's about an uptight FBI agent who protects a larger-than-life mobster with heart of gold, currently under the witness protection suburbs. The mobster Vinny Antonelli is under the witness protection program, and the FBI agent Barney Cooper Smith, played by Rick Moranis, is assigned to take Vinny and his wife Linda to a house in the suburbs, protect him until he can get him back to New York to testify against the mob boss. And then what happens afterwards. So this movie starts off, and within the first, in the opening scenes, Vinny, or Steve Martin's character's wife, leaves him. She gets there and she's like, I'm not fucking living here. I'm going back to New York. Fuck this place. I'm out. And she dips. And then Rick Moranis's character is, funny enough, he's married, and his wife is a therapist, and he's listening. He's a big-time San Diego Padres fan, and he's listening to the radio on the way home, and the Padres closer blows it. And then he gets there, and the closer is in therapy with his wife. And he's like, oh, sorry, man. I heard you're getting sent down to AAA. And then his wife comes out and she goes, I'm moving there too.
Wichita. To Wichita. To Wichita.
He's like,
to Wichita.
Still completely baffled. He said, well, why would you move there?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Rick Moranis looks at him. He's like, well, why are you going? And so they both lose their wives. They're stuck together. And the whole show, or the whole movie, is like Rick Moranis just trying to keep an eye on Steve Martin. Steve Martin is so funny in this movie. He's he's got the best one-liners. Like, what's your favorite? Like, what do you think about this movie? I know we've talked about it enough. I know
I could watch this movie every day and never get sick of this movie. There are so many good quotes from this film. I mean, I feel like everybody has to have their number one favorite, which is arugula.
Oh yeah, arugula.
Yeah.
It's a vegetable. I mean, oh my God. I mean, that is.
Or in the freezer section.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Bell.
Yep. The whole grocery store
Oh
scene.
man.
Those are actually two
Well, there's a
separate
lot of
scenes,
different
by the way.
scenes
Yeah.
because there's a
Well,
scene.
'cause
No, that's at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that one is. But then there's a one we were talking about it before. But when he goes to the grocery store for the first time in the little town, he's a New Yorker, and everyone says hello to him. They're like, "Hi, how are you?" And he's just like, "Oh, like
Fuck you.
what the hell?" And then the third or fourth person's like, "Hey, how you doing today?" And he's like, "Fuck you."
No, but I thought you were going to talk about melting the stuff.
Oh yeah. He said,
You
"You
know,
know, you shouldn't be over here in the frozen."
Oh yeah,
food
that's
section.
that's how it went.
Why? Because you could melt all this stuff. She's like,
I'm in love. Oh man, and he takes the guys putting 99-cent tags on canned goods, and he leaves the gun down, and so he tags all the steaks.
Yeah.
And then he walks out of there with
50 prime
all
ribs.
these steaks. Oh man.
it's like 37,
Yeah,
14.
and he gave him 100.
He's so charming. He has all these one-liners, but I remember he gets busted at one point, and he's got all these books, and they're like, the bookstore
Yeah.
said they were missing 25 books of this exact copy. Why do you have 25 of the same copy in your car? And he's like, I bought all these. I wanted to read this book, and they were like, but 25 copies, and he's like, what if I wanted to read it more than once?
He was like dribbling the basketball at that point, right?
Yeah.
On account of, he would always say, on account,
On account
of.
of.
Yeah.
They had him in a jail cell, but they didn't have the door locked. He was saying, Rick Moranis comes and visits him, and he's just like, you want to use the bathroom down the hallway or the one in the office? He was like, the office one's much nicer. He has a pillow that's monogrammed with his name on it.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, this is definitely a stand test of all times.
Oh yeah, there's a lot
Rick
of
Moranis saves his life in New York. Yeah, I remember that. They go out on the town.
Oh,
that
yeah.
night.
do a life favor.
Oh yeah.
And he saves his life, and then the best part was he was like I just don't pick up guns. I couldn't kill a fly. And then at the end, when the guys are trying to get him on the baseball field, he
shoots both
dives,
the guns
jumps,
out
and
there,
shoots
yeah.
both the guns at the same time. Just throws the gun on the ground. Like he's like,
I thought
wait.
you didn't shoot guns. I lied.
Yeah, that's what he said. I like.
Oh
Hey
man.
guys, remember green side up.
Yeah, when they're planting the
They're
sod.
laying the sod.
It was just a good watch, man. Like it's a real comfortable. It's like an hour and 40 minutes, hour and 30 minutes. It's hilarious. It's Rick Moranis, Steve Martin. It's so 80s, early 90s.
Joan Cusack.
Yeah.
Joan Cusack. She's great.
You.
She's great.
It was well done. And then at the end, he's also hooked up with the guard. And so at
That's
the
right.
final scene,
That's
when they're
right.
all at all at the baseball field, he's there with all of his girls. He's got all the chicks. The one from the Frozen Foods, his actual wife, and then
Baby on the way.
Yeah, I think they're sitting beside each other talking about, oh, I had a ex-husband like that once or something.
Yeah.
And she's like, me too. Like,
Oh yeah.
no, it was great. It was great. I highly recommend it. You will not be disappointed. All right, that'll do it for us. I'm Kamish Glenn Goodell. Thank you, Uncle Belt. Thank you, Case Matic. Thank you, Thig. I'm glad you guys came out. I'm glad we had this time.
Great.
And
Thanks, man. Thanks for having us.
yeah, let's do it again. All right,
The Wire.
The Wire, baby. We did it.
Why? The Players Club tour. Check the tape, make the move. The Tuesday morning waiver wire is calling out your name. One bad injury can really change the game. I'm looking at the stats, I'm digging through the depth. I'm counting every yard and every single breath. The Players Club is ready. Boys are talking trash. Better set your roster before you feel the crash. Plug it in, wire it up. Ready to go for the Players Club. The Wire. The Wire. Make the trade, get the ring. Listen close for the news I bring. The Wire. The Wire. Got a 3-team deal on the table tonight. Giving up a superstar to make a flex right. Buy low, sell high, that's the way we live. Take everything they got, leave nothing left to give. From the first round pick to the sleeper on the bench. We're digging in the dirt, we're grinding in the trench. Plug it in, wire it up. Ready to go for the Players Club. The Wire. Trade, get the ring. Listen close for the news I bring. The Wire. Wire. Who's next on the list? The Wire. 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 Who's next on the list? The Wire. The Players Club. Stay tuned.